Okay, in this video, we're going to explore the topic, does kissing actually spread HIV, and does kissing actually, transmit sexually transmitted infection like herpes, chlamydia, and gonorrhea, and other STDs, right? So, many patients, right, in the younger years, when they're exploring relationships, they'll be exploring different partners. I mean, today's age, right? So, they'll be exploring multiple relationships, multiple casual encounters. And the frequent worry and doubt that they come to the clinic, to our clinic, is with that will kissing, I went to a massage parlor, I went to an escort girl, or, I had casually met someone in a party, I had intimacy with her, I had sex with her, and, will I get, an STD, because they would have worn a condom, right? And they're not worried about the penovaginal transmission of the infection. Their worry is whether my kissing per se, she kissed me and, her saliva touched on me, and, I kissed her at the bottom, or we did deep oral kissing or deep kissing, and am I going to get an STD out of it, right? That's the worry most people have in mind, at least the youngsters. So the answer is yes and no, right? So does HIV spread via kissing? No, because the salivary has HIV antibodies. That's the key point to know, right? So the saliva has HIV antibodies. Kissing does not spread HIV. It does not, even hepatitis B does not spread through kissing. Neither does hepatitis C. What can spread through kissing? So say, you have met someone, you've met a girl who has been with 3-4 other men, or you've met a guy or whatever, right? You're a girl and you've met a guy who has been with 3-4 other women, and you don't know the sexual history of your partner that you're meeting, right? Or you're going to a commercial sex worker, you're going to a massage parlor where generally promiscuity is high, right? So these people are very promiscuous in general. But there's a high risk that if you're going to kiss them, you're going to have oral sex with them, in the sense that they're going to have deep kissing, and you're going to have you're going to have deep oral kisses. What's going to happen is, yes, there is a risk of oral gonorrhea. There is a risk of oral chlamydia transmitting. There's also a very real risk of herpes infection transmitted, because herpes can form in the corner of your lips, say that here, on the side. And that's a salivary mode of transmission. And very rarely, probably human papillomavirus. So what can transmit through kissing, what can transmit through saliva is these infections, right? Like herpes, chlamydia, and gonorrhea, and HPV more rarely, right? Now, in some instances, orogenital sex, right? The male will stimulate the woman in the vaginal region. He will lick the vaginal region, he'll stimulate, he'll rim that region, and he'll stimulate that deeply, he'll stimulate. And women generally enjoy it a lot. And over there, if the woman has had herpes, HPV, or herpes, or again, vaginal chlamydia and gonorrhea, that can transmit. Over there, there's the risk of even HIV transmission. Orogenital sex, HIV transmits. But just by kissing, right, from mouth to mouth, there's no HIV transmission. Mouth to penis, mouth to vagina, yes, there is a HIV transmission risk. So that's how these things generally spread. And also you must understand, there are other infections that can transmit, right? You can have E. coli infections, you can have Pseudomonas aeruginosa, there are a lot of bacteria. So it's very important that, you should at least first, avoid going to massage parlors, avoid going to commercial sex workers, avoid going to escort girls. Stay away from promiscuous people. Try to get to know the person, get to know the individual's said sexual history. Very important before you start becoming intimate with anyone, because really all we are trying to do here is, reduce STD transmission rates. You reduce the risk, right? Don't end up with HIV, don't end up with syphilis or herpes, or any of these goddamn infections. They're just not worth it. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Put me up questions below. I'm happy to answer to all the comments. I'll see you soon on the video. This is Dr. Shah.